Alright, well, welcome everyone. SirHeroScape here on the early morning, 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 a.m. if you're Pacific, or Mountain Time, 11 p.m. if you're Pacific, so not too bad for those of you that are still up. Getting a game on, quarterfinal, game for the OST Season 3 quarterfinal versus GreyWaves. Just getting the map set up here. It's GreyWaves is out, and I think it's Australia. I want to say, I can't remember which part, or Europe. Anyway, it's a 13-hour differential, and so naturally that makes it a little bit difficult for scheduling. But it's not horrible because he has his day off, and so scheduling was a bit weird. I had family come in town, which kind of threw things off, and so here we are, playing at 1 a.m. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just pulling up my units here. I'll let you take a look-see. Pulling in units from the online format here. We've got, no, it's not spiders, no, bees. Gosh, I don't even remember my own army. Apparently, Ular protectors. Yeah, 3 squads of those bad boys. Or 2 squads. Gosh, where's my brain? It's 1 a.m. That's where my brain is. I got 3 squads of bees, but the bees get to sit one figure. So let's see if we can't make this an interesting game. I'm just glad my first OST season I made it to the playoffs, which is kind of cool. Out of all those in the OST season, season 3, there's only 8 that made the playoffs, so pretty good chunk of us, you know, playing here. How many players does it say? Total of, no, it doesn't say how many total, but I don't know, it's 24 or something like that. It looks like around there. Only 8 of us made the top playoff spots. It looks like we already got Chris Perkins, Mega Silver, and Tiamat who have won their games, so the winner of this game moves on and meets Tiamat. Tiamat, what's his army? Tiamat, there he is. Second. Raylan, Rise of Valkyrie, or Storm of Tomorrow. Drake, and Blade Dancers. But dang, okay, wow. Interesting, yeah, Blade Dancers are the top 2 armies right now, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's a solid pick. Wow. Yeah, and honestly, I mean, Chris was the game I lost to, and so I'm not surprised. And Tiamat will be a hard win there. He's got an extra squad as well. Anyway, okay. So I need to place first. So just like any other game, I lead out with the bees. Just because, honestly, that tends to be the best course of action. So he's got 4 squads of Tagawa Samurai Archers, and was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads of Beak-Face Sneaks. Honestly, really solid build. I was pretty impressed by it. Not gonna lie. Because Beak-Face Sneaks, you can, I mean, they're a 2-man squad, right? So getting 5 squads is perfect for the figure limit, and also for power level. You know, they're great going into range, so they counter my protectors. They're not awful against bees, just because stat-wise they match up pretty well. So this is going to be a really tough one for me, for sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, honestly, I'll admit I've had a lot of time to prepare for this game, and I just have not. So I'm not going to be terribly surprised if I kind of get walked all over. I need to decide how I want my protectors to develop, though. Like, for sure, I think I'll put a protector on water there because he can still develop onto that level 3. Because I need my protectors to be able to develop in one turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, I think, and bees are just so much more mobile. And I think I like him being able to develop into that level 3. And that level 3, yeah, that's great. In fact, there might even be an argument for developing there. Turn 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he can too. Ugh. Ooh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gall. Oh, that's not good. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, gosh, he can shoot my protectors. Turn 1 from that side of the start zone with Tagawa my archers. I do not like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. That's kind of spicy. In one turn, I can get Sajoa onto height if he decides to grab that start zone. So I can actually control Wannick a bit here. I actually kind of like that. I do not like my protectors sitting. If he's going to get shots... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could get potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's so gross. He could potentially get 2 or 3 attacks off from height with Tagawa Samurai Archers. I actually don't like that one bit. Yeah, Sajoa is too valuable. So I'm not even gonna play that game. I'm going to force him to move outside of his comfort zone if he's going to get shots off. And I can still get 8 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can still be in his face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm happier about that. That spot is just asking for death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still put a protector there safely on turn 1. Turn 2, I should be able to engage with bees anyway to deny any attacks down there. So I should be fine there. I think I'm fine here. Protector's hiding behind that. And then I actually think I want to get a protector here. 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't like that. 1, 2. Maybe this level 4. Spread out. Maybe that level 4. Where can they even get to? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not great. Oh man, this is not great, but I can't. Well, no, honestly, if protectors are going to be my end game, I'm going to need them close to Wannick, but gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know what a good spot is. This is kind of really bad. Really bad start zone placement for my protectors. Whatever. You know, whatever. 4 move flying, they're not going to get very far. 5 range, they'll be somewhat effective. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably fine. This is probably fine. Not great. Dang, it took me 9 minutes to place. Hey, Ranquist. Welcome to the live stream. So this is what you're doing and not AoE. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I actually do enjoy playing Age of Empires. Age of Empires Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. That's my other guilty pleasure, my other hobby. So, yeah, that's why I'm not playing tonight. Well, no, actually we have family in town, and playing a card game called Dominion. One of my favorite, another one of my favorite games, Dominion. So we were playing that this evening, having some fun. So took up the evening, and that kind of set us back in terms of playing this game out. Otherwise, this game would have been a lot sooner. We were planning on doing this at around 8 p.m. Central. Family took up about 4 hours. We were playing a lot. And then, yeah, there we have it. So, here we are. It is going to be a late night. Yes, this is going to be a very late night. In fact, gosh, I might fall asleep live on stream. So, you never know. It'll make good content, right? Right? Good content. Sir Heroescape falling asleep on stream. That's what everybody wants to see. Oh man, yeah, this matchup's pretty bad. I think my army, honestly, even though I technically was ranked, I think it was second. Yeah, because I was everyone else. So Chris and I were the only. No, well, Chris was the only 4-0, and then everyone else was 3-1. But Chris and I were the only 3-0s going into round 4. Or actually, no, that's wrong. I can't remember how it worked out, but. Anyway, technically, prior to these playoff games, I was actually ranked number 2, so it was Chris and then me, and then I think it was this similar matchup. So, strength of schedule wise, like I'm looking a lot better in terms of I had this harder schedule, and I've played pretty well. I feel like this army has done really good, but these top 4 players, Chris, Megasilver, and Tiamat's armies, quite good. You'll notice Tagawa Samurai Archers show up in 2 of them, and then Blade Dancers are in the other 2. And it's just, yeah, it's just tough. They're good armies. Funnily enough, Megasilver's army, actually, I think I played him round 1. I did play him round 1, and I beat him. Right? Yeah, let's see. Armok, Barbatensui, Onashi, Selena. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that. Anyway, really curious to see how he leads out. I always lead out bees. I mean, it just makes the most sense. My Ular Protectors can get outranged by the Tagawa Samurai, and the Beak Face Sneaks basically counter them. And, they're so highly mobile, 5 defense with their evasive 3 is just kind of gross. They can grab height, and then on top of that, obviously he has Raylan. Really curious to see where he places Raylan. It's a very odd position there. I'm not even sure if he's going to put an order marker on her if he's there. My guess is he wants her there so she has full vision into the center area, but, I mean, it doesn't make any sense because you'd think he'd want to fight for Wanek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I feel like you'd want her somewhere around here so she can see into here and see over here and fight for Wanek. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's interesting placement. There's no reason to fight for this over here, at least not in my opinion, when you've got Wanek over here. But Wanek's 1 wound per round, so you don't have to fight for it. Like it's, you might rather fight for height initially. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see how he plays this. Either way, he's pretty safe. I think honestly with this matchup, he's safe going with either squad because yes, my special attack counters his Tagawa Samurai Archers. But his sneaks counter my protectors. So, like, if I open protectors, his sneaks counter them. And if I open protectors, his Tagawa Samurai outrange them. So, like, he's fine there. So, really, my bees just have to trade with whatever he opens with. My preference, even though it kind of sucks, I think my preference would be bees versus... sneaks, just because bees, if they're on height, actually could potentially kill the sneaks and not have to trade, right? Against Tagawa Samurai Archers, I have to use my special attack and kill myself to kill them, right? Against sneaks, I should be able to maybe get a kill with, you know, like attack of 2 from height, you know, versus their 2 defense, melee defense. So, you know, again, I think Sajo is going to have to pull a lot of weight. And I'm just going to have to trade as best I can. That's kind of the name of the game with this army, unfortunately. And well, I mean, that's kind of how it plays. I wouldn't say it's necessarily unfortunate. It's kind of how it plays. Protectors are kind of meant to clean up what's kind of left over. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Yep. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. TSA is open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TSA is open, and Bs trade with TSAs. And then sneaks just beat protectors. Yeah, it's not what I mean, I'd kind of hoped you'd open sneaks, but like it's not that hard to read into. Like typically you want to start with range anyway to get them in position, get them on height, utilize that range early. So it kind of, I mean, it does make a lot of sense. And for me, if he's been watching any of my games, which I'm pretty sure he has, and just for the army in general, you know that kind of the name of the game for this army is you just gotta trade bees. You just gotta get bees out there trading with their best units and hopefully kill them. The problem is he's got so many. Like he's got 10 sneaks, right? And he's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 11 archers. So, like at best, I trade 1 for 1, or I don't know, you know, maybe Sajoa kills 2 or 3, and so I save a couple bees to get sneaks, but that's still a whole lot of sneaks left over at the end there, and that's assuming I just trade 1 for 1, right? That's not even counting bees that die along the way in, but yeah, Sajoa's gonna have to do some heavy lifting. 8 move is great. Can't engage turn 1. Kind of sucks, but I wasn't willing to give up a turn 1 shot onto my start zone. I didn't like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I guess I could have. Yeah, honestly, it's either way, right? If I'd put a protector there, he puts a Takao Samurai Archer there, and then it's whoever wins initiative gets a shot down on the start zone. So yeah, it's whatever. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like okay. So she's gonna be giving vision here and here. I guess he is making up. It's saying it disconnected. I hope it reconnected. If you happen to be up and watching, let me know if I got reconnected. Looks like it disconnected and then reconnected. Hopefully we're good and still live. So yeah, so I'm not sure where he's gonna go with his last TSA. With Raylan, I mean, he's placed her behind the wall, so her vision's pretty restricted in this area. I did not expect that. I would have expected development more towards this way if he's going to do that, because, I mean, unless you plan on staying on this file, hex file here, and kind of right here, like, she can't see him as soon as they cross this this wall here. Oh, that's interesting. So you do range. Oh, a Raylan line of sight check. Huh. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, I can engage him. He just wants to he just wants to confirm. Yeah, I mean, interesting. I mean, is that a bait? Maybe. I mean, I don't really care. Okay, it says I reconnected. My word, this is ridiculous. OBS Studio reconnection successful. Okay, well, I hope so, OBS. Okay. So, he's taking his time to think. If I were him, how would I play this? I'd just keep developing and take pot shots. Like, there's no reason you have to use these front guys. I could use basically that ability and get six attacks off with bees, right? In fact, I wonder Maybe I just kill sneaks anyway? No, I mean, if he decides to sit back, I could, like, just come here. Interesting thought. Because then essentially I'm clearing out the sneaks.